I'm Adam. And I'm Chick. And this is Where There's a Williams, There's a Way. Hi, Chick. Hey, Adam. Guess what? I learned something super cool today. Oh, yeah? What's that? I learned that hippos can jump higher than houses. Seriously? That's incredible. How did you find that out? Yeah, it's true. I read it in a book. But, to be honest, the book might have been upside down. Well, I hate to break it to you, Chick, but hippos actually aren't known for their jumping skills. You probably know as well as anyone, but hippos can't jump on land. But I can totally picture it now. Hippos leaping over skyscrapers, wearing little superhero capes. That's quite the mental image, though. I think we'll have to leave the superhero antics to the comic books. Yeah, you're probably right. But the subject in today's book definitely can jump. Join us as we discover the vibrant, hidden life of a backyard jumping spider. Let's get started. Jumper, A Day in the Life of a Backyard Jumping Spider by Jessica Lanan. What if you were very small, smaller than a cat or a dog, a bar of soap, or a bottle cap? As small as a bean. What would your world be like? That is Jumper's world. Jumper is hungry and ready to hunt. She walks along the garden fence. Her tufted feet let her hook onto its surface. A line of silk shows where she's been. Imagine walking not just on the ground, but on the walls and ceiling too. You wouldn't need to be afraid of heights with your own built-in safety line. That is how Jumper moves. The corner garden is a jungle, where she can find and stalk her prey. But Jumper also faces dangers of her own. What if you could sense tiny vibrations through your elbows and knees? You wouldn't miss a bug's soft steps or the rush of beating wings. That is how Jumper feels. Jumper hides from the Carolina chickadees just in time. Jumper climbs among the beans. A grasshopper is warming in the sun, and she would make a tasty meal. The grasshopper is big and strong, but Jumper is a gifted hunter. Can she clear the distance? What if you could jump 5 times your body length? You could cross a whole garden without a running start. That is how Jumper jumps. But she's not fast enough today. Did you hear about the spider that became a successful web designer? No way. Really? How did it spin its way into the tech world? Well, it had a knack for creating intricate designs, and its websites were always bug-free. That's hilarious. I guess it really knew how to catch the attention of its clients. Yeah, and it never got tangled up in any coding cobwebs either. Spiders truly are the original web developers, aren't they? Absolutely. But I'm just glad they stick to webs and don't start sending out resumes for teaching positions. Can you imagine a spider trying to teach math? Now, class, let me spin you a yarn about geometry. It'd be a web of confusion for sure. But hey, if they can master web design, who knows what else they're capable of? True. Maybe one day we'll see spiders hosting their own TED Talks on the art of spinning success in the digital age. And their motto could be, with great web design comes great responsibility. And lots of flies. Classic. I'd attend that conference just for the laughs and the free snacks. Down, down, Jumper ventures deeper into the garden, still searching for prey. Meanwhile, the drone of wings grows in the distance. You detect sound using tiny hairs in your ears. What if your whole body was covered in these hairs and you could hear through your arms and legs? That is how Jumper feels. She scoots to safety, hidden from the parasitic wasp. Quiet comes again to the garden. Jumper walks through the plants and seems tall enough to reach the clouds. But what will she find to eat? A shadow passes overhead. Jumper turns her dark eyes to the sky. There are other things in the garden, strange things, huge and incomprehensible. If you close one eye, the world seems flat. Imagine if you had 8 eyes instead of only 2. Then you could see in every direction at once, above and behind and all around. That is how Jumper sees. Footsteps fade away, but now there's something else, a softer buzz from nervous wings. Jumper climbs for a better view. Her keen eyes help her judge the distance. She pulls a safety line of silk and fixes it fast. And when the moment is just right, she jumps. She is a hunter in her garden jungle, both predator and prey, our small and stealthy friend and neighbor. Jumper. Have you ever thought about the intricate dynamics of backyard ecosystems? Usually I cover the more exotic areas like rainforests, the Arctic tundra, or deserts. Picture this, the drama of a tiny ant carrying a crumb, the epic battles between squirrels and birds over the bird feeder, and the thrilling chase of a lizard by a neighborhood cat. Wow, you're making our backyard sound like the Amazon rainforest. Exactly. Every bush, every blade of grass is a stage for nature's wildest performance. I guess I've been missing out on the background soap opera. Oh, it's better than any reality TV show. There's romance, betrayal, and even a few slapstick moments when a clumsy raccoon tries to raid the garbage cans. I never realized teaching fractions could be so dull compared to the high-stakes drama of backyard critters. See? That's the thing. Nature's the ultimate teacher, showing us the circle of life, survival of the fittest, and the importance of recycling. Thanks, raccoons. You got a point there, chick. Maybe I'll start incorporating backyard ecology into my lesson plans. Who needs textbooks when you have squirrels and lizards? How does Jumper do it? Spider paws. A spider's feet are a bit like a cat's paw. Jumping spiders have tufts of hair called scopulas and tiny claws that help them grip onto little bumps on almost any surface. This allows them to walk on walls and even upside down. Claws, scopula. Silk tougher than steel. Spiders can make up to 7 different types of silk through their internal silk glands and external organs called spinnerets, located at the end of the spider's abdomen. The different types of silk are used for different purposes. Jumping spiders use the toughest type, major ampullate silk, for a drag line that they leave wherever they go. This is very flexible silk and is tougher than steel or even Kevlar. A world of vibrations. Touch is one of the spider's most important senses. Jumping spiders feel vibrations using special sections of their hard exoskeletons called strain sensors. These organs are made up of tiny slits that expand and compress when a vibration passes through their leg. The sense of touch is a key element in hunting prey and evading predators. It is also used in spider courtship, when the male spider will tap rhythmically on the ground or rub certain body parts against each other in order to make vibrations to impress the female. Some spider species have thousands of strain sensors on their bodies. Incomparable athletes. How do jumping spiders leap so far? The spider uses muscles to compress her cephalothorax head, increasing the pressure of the hemolymph spider blood inside. When she's ready to leap, valves open to allow the pressurized fluid to rush into her legs. The sudden rush helps to propel the spider forward. Thanks to this special ability, an average jumping spider can jump more than 5 times the length of her body, and some jumping spider species have been reported to jump up to 20 times their body length. That would be like an adult human jumping the length of 3 school buses end to end. Can spiders hear? Special hairs called trichobotharia on the bodies of jumping spiders are sensitive enough to detect sound waves traveling through the air at certain frequencies, particularly those created by a flying wasp's wings. While there's still some debate about the role of spider hearing. One thing is certain, jumping spiders can hear some sound just like you can, even though they do not have ears. Exceptional vision. Despite their size, jumping spiders have better vision than some small mammals. They see the world at a higher frame rate than humans do, which means that a movement that appears smooth to us would look choppy to them. Jumping spiders have 4 pairs of eyes. The position of their eyes give them a visual field of nearly 360 degrees. Each pair is slightly different in form and function. Anterior medial eyes, AMEs. The AMEs are the spider's distinctive large forward-facing eyes. They see a narrow view, and the spider can move these 2 eyes independently. Some jumping spider species can see only a limited range of color with their AMEs, while others can see every color from ultraviolet to red. Anterior lateral eyes, ALEs. The forward-facing ALEs have a wide visual field that are well adapted for judging distances. They provide binocular vision, an overlapping view that helps the spider detect movement and enhances depth perception. Posterior medial eyes and posterior lateral eyes, PMEs and PLEs. The 2 pairs of eyes called PMEs and PLEs are positioned on the side or back of the spider's head. They are lower resolution than the forward-facing eyes and can only detect light in the green, blue, and ultraviolet spectrum. Spiders everywhere. Jumping spiders are among the most common predators on planet Earth, found in environments ranging from tropical coasts to mountain peaks, on every continent except Antarctica. As of 2019, Saltacedae, the Latin name for the family of jumping spiders, contains more than 6,000 named species and counting. Despite their diversity, jumpers share many similar habitats. Abdomen, pedicel, cephalothorax. Anatomy of a jumping spider. Unlike insects, which have 3 main body sections, spiders are arachnids with only 2, the abdomen and the cephalothorax. The 2 sections are connected by a narrow waist called a pedicel. Spinners for silk production, gut, heart, sucking stomach, adult female gray form, venom gland, silk glands, ovaries, book lungs, brain. The regal jumper. The spider in this book is a regal jumper, Phidippus regius, a common jumping spider in the southeastern United States. Females can be gray, red, or white, with iridescent green or purple celicerae jaws. Males have striking black and white patterns. Phidippus regius spiders are especially common in Florida, but they can also be found as far south as the Caribbean, as far north as Virginia, and as far west as Texas. Phidippus regius is one of the largest jumping spider species in the world. The largest females can grow up to 22 millimeters, or nearly 1 inch. Because of their beautiful colors and relatively large size, Phidippus regius spiders are sometimes bred as pets. Adult male, Chelicerae, fangs. Adult female, red form, legs, posterior, back 2 pair, anterior, front 2 pair. Pedipalps. Pedipalps, or palps for short, are a bit like your arms. Jumpers use them for grooming, communicating, mating, and assisting with their eating. Spiders are very expressive with their palps. Life cycle of a jumping spider. Spiders begin their lives as tiny eggs, which the female lays and wraps carefully in a silk pouch. The babies that emerge are called spiderlings. Spiderlings can spin long strands of lightweight silk that, when caught by the wind, will lift the tiny spider into the air. This behavior, called ballooning, allows the babies to scatter to new destinations. Once settled, the young spiders begin the important business of hunting, eating, and growing. Many jumping spider species in temperate climates live for just 1 season, but in some species, the female can survive the winter in a shelter made from silk. Once she has reached her full size, she will mate and the cycle will begin again. Growing pains. Spiders belong to the group of animals known as arthropods. creatures that have an exoskeleton, a segmented body, and paired appendages. The exoskeleton is a hard shell that protects the internal organs and provides structure. You may have seen an exoskeleton on a crab or a lobster, but unlike your bones, this shell is stiff and cannot grow. As the spider gets bigger, the shell gets tight, causing spiders to go through a process called molting. During this process, the head portion of their exoskeleton comes off, and the spider pushes itself through the hole, wearing a brand new, temporarily flexible exoskeleton in the larger size. Most jumping spider species molt 5 or 6 times before they become adults. If you look carefully, you might find one of those little leftover shells in your home or garden. Courting danger. The courtship displays of jumping spiders are elaborate. The male spiders are often very colorful and boast special iridescent hairs called plumose hairs that reflect ultraviolet light, making their show spectacular to the eyes of a female jumper. Even the black and white male regal jumpers have bright-hued chelicerae. They show off their colors and dance by moving their legs and pedipalps and by drumming rhythmically on the ground. In some species, the male jumping spider rub together special structures on their bodies called files and scrapers. The male spider can use these structures to make sounds and sing to the female. The stakes could not be higher. If the female is sufficiently impressed, she will allow the male to mate with her. If not, watch out, he might become her dinner. Glossary. Abdomen. One of the 2 sections of a spider's body, located behind the cephalothorax. Arachnid. An arthropod with 8 legs and 2 body sections. This group includes spiders, scorpions, ticks, and mites. Arthropod. An animal with paired appendages, a segmented body, and an exoskeleton. This group includes all arachnids, crustaceans, and insects. Ballooning. The dispersal of spiderlings by long strands of silk that can lift them into the air. Binocular vision. The ability for 2 eyes to work together simultaneously to perceive the same 3-dimensional object. Cephalothorax. The front or head part of a spider's body, which holds the brain, eyes, stomach, and legs. Chelicera, plural, chelicerae, the jaw of a spider. Exoskeleton, an external skeleton that protects an animal and gives its body structure. Files and scrapers, structures on a spider's body that the spider uses to make vibrations. Hemolymph, spider blood, which is blue in color. Major ampullate silk, the toughest type of spider silk, known for its extreme strength and flexibility. Molting, the process of shedding an exoskeleton or other covering to replace it with a new one. Pedicel, a narrow section of a spider's body that connects the cephalothorax and the abdomen. Pedipalps, appendages located near a spider's mouth that are used for grooming, communicating, feeding, and other tasks. Plumose hairs, colorful hairs on a male spider's body that are used to impress a female for mating. Scapula, a tuft of hair on a spider's foot that helps it hold on to surfaces. Silk, a strong fiber of proteins from inside a spider's body, used for locomotion, protection, shelter, hunting, mating, and caring for young. Spiderling, a very young spider. Spinneret, the structure on a spider's body where silk is excreted. Strain sensor, a structure on a spider's body that can sense vibrations traveling through a surface. Trichobotheria, specialized hairs on a spider's body that can sense movements in the air. Author's note. Many experts, colleagues, and friends helped with the creation of this book. I would especially like to thank Dr. Paul Shamble at Harvard University for his invaluable assistance, encouragement, and feedback. Thank you to Dr. Richard Bradley at Ohio State University for answering my early spider questions, and to Dr. Sebastian Echeverry for his detailed notes on spider vision. I'd also like to recognize the work of Dr. Mostafa Nabaway at the University of Manchester for his excellent photography demonstration jumping spider locomotion. Finally, I'm grateful to Jonathan and Isadora Bruneau for reading and modeling for me, and to Catherine Roy, Alicia Cooper, and Brian Flocka for offering support, encouragement, and plenty of distractions along the way. Finding and identifying spiders. Would you like to discover which spiders are making homes in your neighborhood? Here are some tips for finding and identifying them. 1. Head outside. Choose a warm, sunny day when the weather is nice. Jumping spiders hunt during the day. They are more active in warm weather. 2. Find a promising habitat. Look for a location where several types of plants are growing together. Some spiders make their homes along fences or other structures. If there are lots of insects present, that is also a good sign. Finally, keep your eyes open for any strands of spider silk. Those can be a clue that a spider may be living nearby. 3. Be still and wait. Sit down and quietly wait. It is important to wait at least 5 or more minutes without moving. To any small creature living on the bushes, you are big and frightening. Holding still will allow spiders to relax and believe the danger is gone. 4. Move your eyes. Begin to move your eyes around the plants. Watch for any movement. Look at the underside of the leaves too. Many species of spiders are brown and natural tones. These spiders might blend into their environment. 5. Make observations. When you find a spider, make observations about it. What shape is it? How long are its legs? What color is it? The resources below can help you identify the spider. 6. Repeat. Look for spiders in all kinds of habitats. Are there any more spiders in one place versus another? Are there different types? If you don't have any luck with the first time, try again in a different spot. Don't give up. Resources. Amazing Arachnids by Jillian Cowles. Bug Guide, bugguide.net. Common Spiders of North America by Richard A. Bradley. Naturalist, iNaturalist.org. National Audubon Society Field Guide to Insects and Spiders, North America by National Audubon Society. Spider ID, spiderid.com. Spiders of the World, a natural history edited by Norman I. Platnick. Please don't kill that spider. Many people are taught to fear spiders, but most spiders, including jumpers, are completely harmless to humans. They are tiny and helpless compared to us. Imagine meeting a creature as big as a skyscraper. Would it make sense for the skyscraper to be afraid of you? Spiders are an important part of our ecosystem, and they eat insects that humans consider pests. In fact, they are so effective at eating flies that some scientists have given them the nickname fly riggers. Hey Adam, happy Earth Day. How are you celebrating? Hey Chick, happy Earth Day to you too. I'm planning a field trip with my students to learn about conservation and sustainability. How about you? Oh, I'm throwing a party in my pond. It's going to be lit with biodegradable glitter and recycled soda cans. Well, that sounds amazing. But, isn't your pond already a celebration of Earth Day every day? You're making this hippo blush. But hey, every day should be Earth Day, right? We gotta show Mother Nature some love. And your party sounds like a blast. Maybe I'll swing by after the field trip. We can do the hippo dance. You bet. It's all about grooving with the environment. Just don't forget your water wings, Adam. You might need 'em to keep up with this dancing hippo. And if you want to keep up with us, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Adam. And I'm Chick. And this is Where There's a Williams, There's a Way. Did you know? Jumping spiders have the largest eyes of any spider and can see better than any other spider.